Hello again. I'm going to attach 3 different links. I'm going to read a little bit about what each link will provide. Now, if you watched me for a period of time, you know that Senator John McCain's not a real friend of mine. Matter of fact, I think he's a disgusting human being. You also know how I feel about Speaker Paul Ryan, Marco Rubio, and the governor of Ohio, John Kasich, as well as Lindsey Graham. It seems like George Soros went ahead and hedged his bet. And he did that by putting those folks on his payroll. He pulls the strings, they jump. The title of the first link, Report John McCain, Paul Ryan funded by George Soros. Quote, joining Senator John McCain, House Speaker Paul Ryan, and Marco Rubio on the Soros payroll of shame. So are fellow Republicans John Kasich, Lindsey Graham, and Carlos Curbelo, Republican out of Florida. Folks, what George Soros has done is he's got these clowns on his payroll. They'll do his bidding, which is why the nuclear option might not work. They need 51 votes. If they don't have Marco Rubio, they don't have John. Well, John Kasich doesn't matter. He's not a member of Congress. But Lindsey Graham is. And so is Carlos Curbelo. And who knows who else is on George Soros's payroll. Another link. John McCain is not a hero. Manchurian candidate. You've heard me say that before about Barack Hussein Obama, haven't you? His POW commanding officer submitted a charge of treason to military prosecutors. A link will be attached from LiveLeak. Quote, the McCain story is a curious one. Records of McCain's period as a POW were classified upon his return from North Vietnam. His commanding officer, while at POW, was Colonel Ted Guy, who submitted a series of charges to military prosecutors, citing McCain for, among other things, treason. You think maybe the congressman out of Utah, Jason Chaffetz, might want to expose why the senator from Arizona received a presidential pardon from President Nixon? Another link. John McCain sang like a canary to the North Vietnamese. And this was posted by newtotalitarians.com. Quote, within the first 4 days of his capture, while in his initial interrogation on 26-30th October 1967 at the Ho Lo prison in Hanoi, and while recovering from his shoot-down wounds in North Vietnamese military hospital on the 31st of October 1967, through mid-December 1967, John McCain provided military information far beyond that which the code of conduct and that which other POWs, while undergoing extreme torture, refused to divulge to the enemy. And the third link is John McCain, 1969, quote, Tokyo Rose, end of quote. Propaganda recording released. How much more evidence do the American people need before they demand that Senator John McCain is held accountable for his crimes? What are those crimes? Well, crimes of treason. McCain needs to be tried, and if found guilty, he needs to be dealt with according to the rule of law. You sort of know what I think. After you watch and listen to those links, you'll know why I think what I think. Write to the senator. Demand that he resign immediately. Thanks for listening.